Well, spring's maybe on its way, but it's a cold, cold day. It certainly is. As you can see, I'm out and about, so yeah. All you have to do is wrap up. That's all you have to do. Put on an extra layer of clothes. I've got the long johns on, so I put an extra pair of them on. And another jumper, so yeah. You got to keep warm. So yeah. That's me started doing a whole load of new paintings now. Oil paintings. It's one of my favourite mediums. The second one's watercolours. I think I've said to you before, watercolours are more hard to master than oils and acrylics. Yeah. Learned that a long time ago. I always thought it was the easiest. But no. Oils, I think, myself, would be the easiest. Not the easiest in drying, because it takes a long time for oil paintings to dry. I was discussing this with my brother the other day, who's also an artist. I told him, I says, it takes at least a year to 2 years for a oil painting to completely dry before you varnish it professionally. So yeah, they take a long time to dry. That's the only downfall, but it's worth it in the end, because the results are an everlasting painting. Will last for years, many years. It will outlive any watercolour paintings or acrylic paintings. So, started my paintings yesterday intensely. You seen me doing my aliens, my extraterrestrials, little fun paintings. I love doing them, naive. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing, when I get back today, I'm going to be doing some more paintings. I've got a nice one I want to start of the Egyptian pyramids, so I've been waiting to start this one for a good couple of years now. I've got the canvas already prepped, so looking forward to that. I'll probably film it and let you see me doing it in bits and pieces, which you've probably seen before. I do oil paintings, I ain't rushing them. One example is the field fairs that I'm showing you in parts. Every oil painting has to be done in layers. Let the first layer dry, go into the second, just like the fourth rail bridge. They start painting at one end, and by the time they get to the end, it's ready to start all over again. So yeah, love my oil paintings. So it was bitter cold today. That's a cold wind. All the times I've been up here in Heathfield, this has been the coldest day yet. It's just that wind. If the wind wasn't there, it'd be quite pleasant. It'd be cold but pleasant. But with that driving wind, it just bites into your bones. But it's lovely. I wouldn't have it any other way. Out and getting the fresh air and the exercise, getting ideas in my head for future paintings. Might get the chance of popping in and bumping into the hares. As I said the other day, last year there was only one hare kicking about here. This year I've seen 2 or 3. I showed you a little bit of film of it, so yeah, very interesting to see what happens this year, if I can get some good footage of the hares. One of my other favourite subjects is the hares, as you probably gather. One of my favourite subjects of wildlife for filming, photographing and especially painting. It's just put me in the mood to do another hare painting. I've got the canvas ready, as you've probably gathered. Just getting the time. It's always the time. Time is the thing. You ever notice the time's passing quicker these days? Those pesky ETs and aliens are adjusting the timeline, I think. Things seems to be, the time. Well, the time anyway seems to be going faster than any time I've ever experienced. This is the first week in February. We're going on to our second week in February. Can you believe it? Nearly the middle of February already. It just seems like Christmas is just past. That went by with a flash. A non-starter. Yeah. Lovely. Had a great weekend. I sat and watched some films. In fact, Prime TV that I've got, they sent me a voucher, a £5 voucher, and every time I get a voucher I always put it towards a lovely art film. The last time it was Turner. I think it was just exactly a £5 for the Turner film. So I got that, and this time with the £5 I only had to add an extra £2.99, but I got Van Gogh. I got Kirk Douglas. He's the best at playing Van Gogh. That was a great film. Yeah, he played it very, very well. Van Gogh, one of my favourite artists, master artists from way back. He was another one that never hardly sold a painting in his lifetime. If his painting sold when he was alive, he'd have been a lord, he'd been living it up like a king. But then again, would he have completed all those great masterpieces if he had money? You know what I mean? So, yeah. It's just amazing how through time paintings grow in value. The majority of artists, as I've told you before, in their lifetime they hardly sell a painting. Everybody in those days used to think it was too naive, like a child had painted. That was their remarks. They thought a child could have painted better. But if you notice, all those paintings that are in the naive style, like a child has painted them, well, those are the ones today that are selling for millions and millions of pounds and are highly collectible. So yeah, it's just a shame that the artist at the time doesn't benefit, but his legacy and his paintings live on. As will mine, probably. So yeah, it's been a beautiful day out here. I'm going back home now. I've put myself in the mood to start that painting. Catch you in a bit.